what's happening, YouTube? This is Lumario here, bringing you the first in my VGC15 laddering series. So I do apologize that I have not been around for a while. Have been busy with life commitments and all that sort of thing. But now that VGC15 rules have officially been revealed to be the same as Battle Sport doubles, I figured I might as well start recording and uploading. I have been a bit more active recently on Twitch, but not more so recently. But I have been doing streams, that sort of thing, and growing on Twitch as well. But yeah, I'm going to make a bit more of an effort to be a bit more active on YouTube and that sort of thing. So as you can see on today's video, my team will consist of Terrakion, Greninja, Talonflame, Salamence, Sableye, and Jolteon. So without further ado, let's find ourselves an opponent. So I have been playing a few games recently with this team. I just got to have a battle that was very hacksy. It wasn't very fun. I've seen some pretty interesting core combinations too, like Rotom's forms running Discharge in combination with Mega Sceptile, which seems kind of cool. It definitely makes use of Sceptile's ability, so yeah, there's obviously a lot in the metagame that hasn't been around since 2013. So focusing on the match now, we can see my opponent's team. It consists of Porygon 2, Whimsicott, Talonflame, Garchomp, Buffalont, who I haven't seen for a while, and Glaceon. So a bit of an interesting team. Some stuff you'd not normally see in the metagame, or expect to see at least. I'm guessing Buffalon is probably running Retaliate, and Glaceon probably has things like Freeze Dry, or perhaps even Sheer Cold. So yeah, very interesting. Okay, so in this scenario, we will lead off with... it's interesting to consider what to lead off with in this scenario. I'm going to lead off with Greninja and Talonflame. So it seems to cover most of his team. In the back, we will have... We'll also run Sableye. We'll run Terrakion. Yeah, okay. We're going to also run Terrakion and Salamence as well. So that should cover the majority of his team. And despite not bringing Sableye, I'm more than confident that the raw power of my team should make up for it. I'm suspecting that since he's running the Whimsicott, it's more than likely that Porygon 2 is just more of a defensive ball or some form of speed control. I'm not assuming it to be running Trick Room, because it doesn't look like a Trick Room team if you're running Garchomp. Okay, so he leads off with Whimsicott and the Glaceon. Okay, so that is a good lead matchup for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Ice Beam onto the Whimsicott and go for the Flare Blitz onto the Glaceon. So it's a very good first turn matchup for me. He will more than likely try to protect on either one of the Pokemon or both, or I'm guessing perhaps maybe run Stun Spore or perhaps even Grass Whistle. You wouldn't suspect Grass Whistle because accuracy is terrible, but it's something I actually did very early on in VGC11, if I recall. So, yeah. Okay, so he's going to withdraw the Whimsicott and send in his Porygon 2. Okay, so we've got Protein. Okay, so that could be a mix. That could be a bad thing. Could be a bad thing. The Flare Blitz comes in. This will probably KO. Yes, it does KO the Glaceon. Okay. Alright, so... Yep, so I'm running the Life Orb on Talonflame. Don't know what would have killed without the Life Orb. I'm not too familiar with what Glaceon's base defenses are like, but what we're going to do next is go for the Ice Beam onto the Garchomp. And while I've got the chance, I'm going to... I believe next what I want to do is actually taunt the Porygon too, so we will make that play. We will taunt Porygon too. I do not want it to get off anything like a T-Wave that has like a dedicated form of support for starters outside of Tri-Attack. Or perhaps even Trick Room should it suspect Tailwind. So with that in mind, we will go for Taunt. At the very least as well, I can bait out any potential recover stalling and things like that. Okay, so he switches into Whimsicott. Still a good outcome for me. Hopefully, should take out Whimsicott in one shot, which is always good. Whimsicott, I think, has like base 80-ish defenses, so not the best defenses in the world. But hopefully this Taunt and my prediction. Okay, so he wasn't running Tri-Attack. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, he was normal to begin with anyway, so Protean wouldn't have really mattered, because remember earlier he did face the Protean. Oh, wow. The opposing trainer has disconnected. So, that's interesting. Okay, well, yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if there's much he could do. I'm still connected, as you can see, so... So yeah, the disconnect is definitely on my opponent's side. I did not know whether it was intentional or not, but seeing what Pokemon he had remaining, I don't think there was a lot he could have done. Unless the Whimsicott had Tailwinds to try and bring things back into his favor, but even then, I don't envision him doing a lot more, because I do also have a Tailwind setup of my own. So yeah, I don't think there's a lot my opponent could have done. So to make up for that, we will go and find a second battle. The goal will be to, probably feature many different Pokemon throughout the series, obviously, change the teams up and whatnot, and obviously try and fit in 2 battles even where possible. So because we were disconnected, yeah, I feel obliged to give you guys another battle, another full battle, hopefully. Okay, so we are, okay, my opponent's rating is 1460. Don't be surprised if you have bad days in Battle Spot. Like, I'm having a mixed day today so far in Battle Spot, and the last few days before. You shouldn't, be discouraged by having a bad day in Battle Spot for the long run, because it's not every day that you're going to have a bad day. But you should also take your bad days. You should also note down what sort of threats you face on your bad days, so you can figure out a better team. And I think at this stage, since the metagame is still relatively new, you have to bear that in mind. Okay, so focusing on the match now, our opponent is running Melodic, Lipard, Talonflame, Gardevoir, Breloom, and Metagross. So the Mega being Metagross on that team, definitely. We will go for... Okay, I think we'll lead with Terrakion. Terrakion. What else should I lead with? Its team actually does give my team a bit of trouble. I think we might lead Terrakion and Jolteon. Jolteon seems to cover most of that team particularly well, from what I can see. Hurry up so I don't run out of time. Okay, and then I think we will also run Mence. And probably Talonflame, because I'm going to need some priority. Definitely going to be needing some priority. And I just don't think Sableye can provide that priority, unfortunately. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see. Also, obviously, the other potential Mega on his team will be Gardevoir, so that's something to consider as well. So my Terrakion and Jolteon, and my opponent will lead with the... What shall he lead with? Lipard and Breloom. Okay. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure, I think Lipard is base 106 speed, and Terrakion is base 108, so my Quick Guard, despite the Prankster, should be the move to go first. So we will go with Quick Guard, and Jolteon will go for the HP Ice. So it'll be interesting to see how much this does to Breloom. Don't over knock it out. It could be Sash or Life Orb. Okay, so the Okos, which is good. Okay, so it was a very good first turn for me. So yeah, so that's Breloom gone. No potential Spore threat. So always good to remove that sort of threat early on in the game. So next out, it brings out Melodic, which is interesting. I do not have the only other threats I can really see myself fearing from the Lifeard are things like Encore. So I'm going to go for Quick Guard again, and then focus my attack on the Melodic. Now, also bear in mind here that Quick Guard, since the only drawback to Lifeard is if he is running Encore, it should still be blocked by Quick Guard, thankfully, due to the one technicality there being that Lifeard has Prankster. So, which is a mixed blessing in this scenario for my opponent. T-Bolt comes on to Melodic, and yeah, it does just over half. Or just over half. So Lifeard uses Knockoff. This is actually a very bad play for my opponent. It gets me to +1, but it gets rid of my Lumberry. Oh wow, okay, so so it was running Mirror Coat. Alright, it's not a bad play for my opponent, but with regards to his Melodic, but I just don't think it was the most effective play he could have made with his Lifeard. Okay, so this turn we will go into Talonflame. The best play I can probably make here is to Brave Bird the Melodic, and at this stage I will go for the Close Combat onto Lifeard. Or essentially what it's the best play overall I can make, I suppose. Because I'm not suspecting him to try and catch me out with the Encore, and he can't really suspect that I'd change my mind without knowing what he's up to. So I'm suspecting the Lifeard will be sashed. Oh no, it's not even sashed. Okay. Interesting. Usually, Focus Sash would be the expected item on Lifeard. And his last remaining Pokemon is Gardevoir. Okay, it gets useless Gale Wings Trace, so... And there's not much a Gardevoir could do with Justified anyway, so... It's like it's going to start living Dark type attacks all of a sudden. So we're going to Rock Slide the Gardevoir and Spray Bird, because at this stage really does not matter. This Gardevoir is so frail as a defensive Pokemon. Okay, so yeah, even though it's Mega Gardevoir, it simply will not have enough physical bulk to stand up to a combined attack. So probably should have gone for Close Combat there to be safe, but yeah, at the stage, it was the last Pokemon, so it really would have not mattered. And I did have another Pokemon in the back to finish things up, so yeah. So thank you for joining me, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. And until next time, I will see you guys soon.